Hi guys, I just wanted to show you, I have never booted this USB off this computer before, and I wanted to show you all how to do it because it can be a little bit daunting. So at the moment, I need to wipe the hard drive on it. It's got Windows 7 on it. I'm gonna, install Windows 10 on it, but this is a bootable device that I've got that I'm gonna plug in, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So I'm gonna turn it on now. What you want to do is first figure out how to get into the BIOS, and usually it's like an F2 key, and it'll say here F12 to boot for boot device or F2 for BIOS. So you'll look out for that. If you can't see it, then just press F2. Anyway, usually it's the delete key or F2, but really what you want to do is have a look at the model number. So obviously it's a Lenovo. Have a look underneath or on the side of here, for the model number, and then put that into Google, and then you'll know, and then put the shortcut for a BIOS. And then what we're going to do is we're coming over to boot here. I mean, this is quite an older computer, but, most of it's the same. And it says here, press F6 and F5. And at the moment, it's booting the HDD, so the hard drive, right? So I want to put that down. So I'm going to press F5, and I'm going to push this all the way down to the bottom. And I'm going to come up a second. So I'm pressing the up arrow to come up. And then I'm going to go and push the USB to the top. Again, I'm going to come down. I'm going to put the USB again to the top, right? And then, so this is just going to make sure that the USB is, when it's the priority order, so it's going to boot the USB first, you see? So it's going to boot those first, and then it's going to move down. Now this, you don't need to worry about anything network, because you have to actually, it'll boot off some other computer. You don't need to worry about that, unless, even if you've got a network card in there, you just don't need to worry about it. But look, you can see there, it's picked up the SanDisk. So that's where, that's really what you need to be putting it to the top, right? I would put anything that says USB straight to the top. And then what you want to do is press F10, and it'll say, this is one, most of the time, this is what the keys will be. You want to save the changes, it will reboot. Now, just to be sure, I'm going to be pressing F12 now. Okay, I'm going to keep pressing it as soon as the computer turns itself on. And you can see it says USB SanDisk. I'm going to boot the SanDisk, and it will boot into this program that I'm going to use to wipe the hard drive. Now, if it boots into Windows, you know you've done it wrong. So just hold the power key off, or just shut the computer down and then try again. And you might want to try different USB slots as well, because sometimes some USBs can be faulty, or if the USB is only a 2.0, then it might need to be in a different one. You'll know, see this USB here is actually 2.0 because it doesn't have the blue USB part of it on the end of it. So if it's got a blue part on the end of it on the USB, then you'll know that it's see, this one is a USB 2.0 because it's black at the end. If that bit was blue, then you'd know it's USB 3.0. So sometimes you just need to put them in the black USBs on the side. Most computers have a black USB. So just wanted to show you that. I mean, it looks like it's loading it now, so I know that it's worked. So yeah, I mean, obviously you can, if you don't want it to boot off the USB all the time, in case you do want to have the USB in all the time or something like that, you can just press F12. Again, sometimes it's F11 or even F10 or even F9, but you need to find out from your manufacturer which one it is, and then that's how you boot a USB.